What is goody good, y'all? It is your boy Ghiman Mckinney back here with another video for you. And today, guys, Merry Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, wherever you're viewing this. Happy holidays once again. Today, guys, we're gonna be talking some basketball, and we're gonna be previewing the Christmas Day games in the NBA. NFL season starting to come to end. People are paying a little more attention to the NBA. I'm excited for these games to preview them and things like that. So, without further ado, like and comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell your friends about the channel. But we're gonna get started. We're gonna talk about the Lakers at the Warriors, and now who I have winning that game. Well, you're gonna see right here. By the way, guys, I do have my Tar Heels jersey on today. I was talking a lot of smack about us. We took a little bit of a step back versus UK, but don't worry, we're gonna be back. But anyway, getting off a little bit off topic, let's get back to the Warriors and Lakers. I do think that the game will be pretty close, and at the end, I think that the Warriors will add on a couple free throws, maybe get a turnover. The score will be a little bit bigger than what the game indicated. But yeah, I think the Warriors are gonna win this game. For one, they're at home, and they're a dominant team at home. They've only lost about 3 games at home. The Lakers are not a great road team. They're below 500 right now on the road. I know playing on the road is tough, but they're still below 500. Only a few select teams are that. To me, the Warriors are just the better team. Now, as far as talent-wise, the Warriors are the best team to me in the league. Now, if you look at my rankings and things like that, I gave the Toronto Raptors some props. But to me, I think the Warriors are still your clear-cut NBA champs favorites. I am a Warriors fan, so, we gonna get y'all. But anyway, Lonzo Ball is a solid player, but he's no Steph Curry. I understand Lonzo Ball has had some of his best games, actually, versus Steph Curry. But, the Warriors just have too many options for the Lakers, I would say. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, they're both averaging around 29 points. And, every time LeBron James plays and Kevin Durant plays, they both put on a show for us. Ask yourself this question. When's the last time LeBron James and Kevin Durant, when they've gone up against each other, have had a bad game? You can say neither nor. I mean, they both put on a show when they play. Kevin Durant believes he's the best player in the league. He wants to take that mantle from LeBron James. I think he's really close. I expect him to have a huge game. I think he'll be the leading scorer for the Warriors. I do expect Klay Thompson also to have a great game. I think the Warriors are going to, not the Warriors, I think the Lakers are going to try to take a little bit away of what Steph Curry does. But, there's too many scores. Now, the key for the Lakers, I think they got to force Draymond Green to beat him a couple of times. Leave Draymond Green wide open because he's an offensive liability. He's not even averaging, I think, 8 points a game this year. He's a great passer, great rebounder, but he can't shoot. Not great from free throw range, not great from 3. He's not a scorer. But, like I said, LeBron James brings out the best in Kevin Durant. And the Warriors are the best passing team in the league. The Lakers are around middle of the pack as far as passing goes. The Warriors move the ball. The Warriors are a better shooting team than the Lakers. And I think the key is the Lakers bench, which is pretty deep given, Josh Hart, Lance Stevenson, even Tyson Chandler, who they picked up, is giving them great minute production. He's protecting the rim. I do think, like I said, they have to force Draymond Green to beat him a little bit. And also the Lakers, you got to hit your free throws, and you can't turn the ball over. The Lakers are dead last in free throws this year. Dead last. Wow. That's not great. They have to hit their free throws. I do think they'll be up for this game. The Lakers are a top 10 team defensively. They're actually better defensively than the Warriors, but I think because the Warriors are at home, I think they have too many shooters. The Lakers are not a great shooting team. They're one of the, I wouldn't say worst three-point shooting teams, but they're not great. Look at the statistics. I just think the Warriors are going to win by about 9 or 10 points. I think the Lakers may even be up at the half, but I think the Warriors will come out in the second half and they'll dominate. I think Kevin Durant outplays LeBron James just a little bit. I think Klay Thompson outplays Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma. And I think Steph Curry is going to have a decent game too. So I got the Warriors winning. Now, let's get to the next game we're going to preview. So yeah, sorry Knicks fans to disappoint you. I do think the Bucks are going to beat you. The last time the Bucks did play you, you beat them in overtime. It was a great win for you guys. The Knicks do compete, guys. They're not their record shows they're kind of bad. I think they're like 14th in the Eastern Conference. They've only won like 9 games, but they do compete in a lot of these games. You know, they still don't have Kristaps Porzingis. So I think that, you know, potential free agents like Kevin Durant, other people, if they come there next year, the Knicks can be a little special. I think they can make the playoffs if they make some moves in the free agency. But, you know, right now the Bucks just to me are too good. They're number 1 in points per game. The New York Knicks are 21st in points per game. You know, like I said, it was a close game. The last time they played, I think the Bucks are ticked off because they just lost to the Miami Heat. I think they're going to be emotionally up for this game because, you know, the Knicks beat them last time. You know, in New York. The only reason why the Knicks, I think, have a chance is because it's in New York. I think the key for the Knicks is to take care of the basketball. You don't get very many extra possessions with the Milwaukee Bucks, you know, because they rebound the ball so well. They're a great rebounding team, so you don't get extra many putback opportunities. So I think you have to take care of the ball. You have to get a couple rebounds if you can. But also your free throws. You have to make your free throws. You know, Kevin Knox, Emmanuel Mudiay, and Tim Hardaway Jr., they're going to need to go off. Kevin Knox went off for about like 27 points, 24 points, something like that. Last time this team played, they gave them a chance to win. The Bucks to me are just better. You know, they have, you know, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's my MVP right now. You know, that could change, but, you know, Eric Bledsoe's great. I mean, I just don't think that the Knicks defensively can compete with the Bucks, and the Bucks to me are just the way better team. So I mean, I gotta go with the Bucks here big. I don't think that the Knicks are gonna. I think it'll be close for a while, but I think in the fourth quarter they will pull away big. Now let's get to the next game that we're gonna preview. Yes, the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, and the Houston Rockets. I think OKC is going to barely win this game. Now, a lot to me points to OKC blowing the Rockets out. You know, Chris Paul's hurt. The Rockets have not been the same. They are in the playoff hunt now. I think they're the 8th seed right now. They're, I think, like 2 games above 500. But anybody can agree based on what they've watched last year. You know, the Rockets just are not the same team. They're terrible defensively. You know, offensively, they're one of the best in the league. They're middle of the pack now. They reverted back to the middle of the pack. You know, Chris Paul being hurt really hurts them in this game, I think. But I think that Houston's going to be up for this game. I think James Harden is going to have an amazing game. And I think they're going to make it close because they're at home. They know what's at stake. They know their season, you know, weighs in the lies of the bed, I would say. But, you know, I just think the OKC is better. You know, I expect a big night from Harden, like I said. But, I mean, the Rockets, they're 26th in the league defensively. And defensively, OKC is like top 2 or 3 in the league. So I think that they're going to force just Harden to beat. I mean, they can keep on Harden. They'll try to force other people to beat him, I think. But, you know, everything, like Clint Capela and Steven Adams to me is the key matchup, you know. OKC is near the tops of the league in rebounding. I think Clint Capela has to win that matchup for them to have a chance. I think they have to make their free throws. They also need to take care of the basketball. OKC is first in the league in steals. Now, if you give Russell Westbrook opportunities on the fast break via steals, you're not going to win very many games. You know, they have to win the fast break battle, or at least limit OKC's fast break opportunities. Because when OKC's getting out and running with Paul George and Russell Westbrook, can't nobody stop them. Paul George, I expect him to have a big game. I do think Clint Capela and James Harden will play well. However, I do think OKC, you know, Paul George and Russell Westbrook are just going to be too good today. You know, and a lot points to the Rockets being blown out. They don't even have Chris Paul. That affects their depth majorly. You know, their depth is not great anymore now that Chris Paul's gone. And they're not even the same team as last year. They were still competing the Warriors in the playoffs when Chris Paul was gone, but, you know, they're not the same team now. Dennis Schroeder as well, I think he'll be a key. You know, he's been a great addition for them. They have a starting point guard that's caliber starting on their bench. So when Russell Westbrook gets out the game, you're still applying pressure to the Houston Rockets. So the Houston Rockets ball movement is terrible. For Houston, they got to get back on defense and take care of the ball, like I said. And I just think OKC is going to win a tough game. You know, the last time OKC faced Houston, it was a mismatch. They beat them by like 20, almost 30 points. I do think Houston will make it a little bit closer this time, but I got OKC winning on the road. Now, let's get to the next game, which is very interesting too. Well, I can't fit this hat no more because, you know, I'm growing my hair out. I had a buzz cut when I bought this hat. It's a fitted hat, too. Repping my Green Bay Packers. Got a huge dub versus the Jets. Our season's over, but it's okay. I'm still repping my Packers. But anyway, back to basketball. I do think I think the Boston Celtics are going to win this game. You know, they're at home, and that's the key because Philadelphia is not a great road team. You know, Philadelphia and Boston are very similar. I mean, they're not similar, I would say, but, you know, the 76ers and Celtics last year, I thought the 76ers would beat the Celtics last year, and you know, they still dominated the 76ers, the Celtics did, even without Kyrie Irving and things like that. That really shocked me. It's basically the same team last year, except they have Gordon Hayward now. Now, Philadelphia, like I said, is below 500 on the road. Celtics, to me, are just a little bit better. They're a top 3 defensive team. Philadelphia is more toward middle of the pack. They are at home. I think they'll be up for this game. I think Boston will, I think Kyrie Irving is going to have a big game, and Jason Tatum is also going to have a big game. And also, Philadelphia, to me, they don't have enough shooting. JJ Redick's their best shooter. Ben Simmons doesn't shoot threes. Joel Embiid's not, he can make threes, but do you want your center shooting threes? I don't think you want your center really shooting threes. To me, Boston's just a deeper team, and they're better now. They've had to incorporate Gordon Hayward. It's been a little bit of a struggle for them. But I do think, the 76ers, they're going to have any chance. They're going to need to hit perimeter shots. I don't trust them to hit perimeter shots. I think J.J. Redick's going to need to have a monster game for them to win. I understand Jimmy Butler coming in is going to help them a little bit, but I just think the Boston Celtics at home, they're starting to hit their stride. A couple weeks ago, they went on about an 8-game winning streak. They lost one game recently or something like that. But I think the Celtics are going to be up. I think if I was to project, I would say the Celtics are going to be better than the Sixers. I think Kyrie Irving is going to have a great game, and we'll get to the last game here real quick that we're going to preview. Yes, I have the Utah Jazz winning at home versus the Portland Trail Blazers. I think it's going to be very close. I'm only picking the Utah Jazz because they are at home. And to me, Ricky Rubio has to give them quality minutes versus Damian Lillard. If he gets absolutely annihilated by Damian Lillard, the Utah Jazz will have close to no shot to win this game. He's going to need to defend Damian Lillard, at least keep him active on the defensive end, things like that. Because the Jazz cannot shoot. They're not a great shooting team. They're one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league. Donovan Mitchell's an absolute star, but he's not a great three-point shooter. They're top 17 defensively. That's what the Utah Jazz are going to need to rely on. Their bread and butter, defense. I think Rudy Gobert is going to need to have a great game. He's going to need to block some shots and protect the paint and rebound the ball. Portland has shortcomings on the road as well. They're below 500 on the road. The Jazz, they beat the Warriors about a couple days ago, which is a great signature win for them. I think that turned their season around a little bit. They did lose to OKC by 1 point, but I think because of that, they will be up for this game. And emotionally, they're going to come out and beat the Portland Trail Blazers. The Jazz are still in the playoff race. They're desperate now. They need to win all these games. They're below 500. They have no margin for error anymore. They know what's at stake. I think Donovan Mitchell will outplay C.J. McCollum. I do think Damian Lillard will have a good game, but I think, Ricky Rubio will have a couple moments. He'll distribute the ball. I think Rudy Gobert down low will dominate. Both benches aren't great in my opinion, but I don't think that's a big key in this game. But I do think that is Portland the better team? Yes, they're definitely a better team than me. But I just think that the Utah Jazz are going to come out and play better and play up to their potential that they were last year. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys get what you want for Christmas. Happy holidays, happy New Year's in advance too. It has been your boy Ghiman Mckinney, and we out.